Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of daily origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue with our theme of looking at some traditional origami, and we're going to make a whale today. Now I will warn you that you do need scissors for this particular project. You could kind of make it without, but it doesn't look nearly as cool. So, you just use them right at the very end to kind of snip the edge so you can get a nice fanning of the tail. But for this project you do just use a regular square piece of origami paper. I'm going to be using paper that's 15 by 15 centimeters, and then I'll let you guys know the dimensions when we're finished, because this does make a really cool designed little whale that you can use for different projects. We're going to start off here with our paper, and we're going to put it in, fold it into a fish base first to start things off with. So the easiest way to do that is to start with your color side facing down. Just go ahead and put some diagonal creases in your paper by folding in half to make a nice big triangle here. And we'll do that for both ways. Then we're going to open everything up to the white side here, looking at it like a diamond. I'm going to take the top right edge and fold right into my center. You can kind of start up at one end, pin it down, keep everything lined up in the center, and then just smooth out that edge on the side. We'll do the same thing on this side too. Then once we've got everything folded over to kind of look like a kite, I'm going to flip it over. I already have this crease here. I'm actually going to be reversing as I do this. I'm just going to fold one point to the other here so we can fold everything in half. And we're going to flip it over. I'm going to take each of these pocket areas here, open it up, put a little pressure on the side so that this part can fold down. Now we've got that nice crease already marking everything off for us down here. I'm just going to smooth all this out so that I can get it lined up into the center and get it to lay flat so that we get a nice big triangle there. Take the same thing on this side, just pop it open using that crease that's down at the bottom, and then just kind of smooth everything out here in the center so we get two nice big triangles. Then take the first layer and just fold straight down so that you wind up opening up this nice smooth section here to create a big diamond shape. Flip it over, and you should have these nice little two fins here in the middle. What we're going to do is kind of make sure that those are pushing to the left, and we're looking at it like this. And I'm going to take everything and just flip it over for a second. Take the left point and fold it right into the center. Then I'm going to take each of these bottom sides here. We're going to fold this up about a third of the way. And this determines, how fat your whale is going to be. I'm just going to fold it up a little bit here. And then I want to make sure I'm kind of doing the same thing on this side. So a really easy way to do that, and we're going to wind up doing this later anyways, just go ahead and fold it in half. And then kind of flip it over here. We're going to take and fold snug right against that edge. And then just let that tuck inside. You should have something then that looks like this. And we're just going to turn it over so that we get that cool little whale sort of shape going there. And I'm going to take the little fins here and fold them out. We're going to start with the diagonal crease that comes right up here. Make sure you don't tear your paper there. And then we don't really want to fold all the way out to here, because then, the fins lay too close to the body. You want to let it come down at a little angle so that the fin comes down below the body. I'll do the same thing here. So you get both of those sides. And then I'm going to take the tail section here, and I'm just going to start off by folding it up a little bit. You can kind of play around with, what kind of an angle you want to do things at. If you wanted to, you could just say you're done. If you really hate using scissors, you're finished. You don't need to do anything else. If you wanted, you could reverse this and flip it around. It's up to you. But the next part, really, it helps, I think, to go ahead and take your scissors and open up here and cut to where you made that crease so that we can now have two little parts to our tail instead of just keeping it folded up like that. So we've got both of that part folded there. I'm just going to fold this part up and fold the other part behind. Kind of line those edges up. And then, as a little last bit, take the tail section here, and you could choose what angle you want to make things at, but you can kind of play around with creating a cool little tail angle there. keeping a crease that's even with this edge, and then kind of comes up at a little bit of an angle to give it a little cool finish there for your whale's tail. Your whale tail. That's kind of a fun thing to say. So the finished dimensions for our little whale are, he's about almost 15 centimeters, depending on the angle that you make that tail. And then in terms of width, he's about, the body is about 3 centimeters. This is a really cute design. I'm a big fan of whales too, so this is a good thing. Looks really cool. And that is our finished project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.